Morning everyone, and welcome back to Read Aloud with Miss Me. We are here reading It Ain't So Awful Falafel by Firoozeh Dumas. It is Tuesday. Yesterday was Monday, Memorial Day, so you had the day off of school. I hope you had a great time in the sunshine and with your family. So welcome back to work. It's Tuesday, May 26th, and I'll see you all soon for morning meeting. But for now, let's read. All right, the chapter we left off on is chapter 4, Pool Rules. For my 12th birthday, I decided to have a pool party with Carolyn, Rachel, Chris, Colleen, and Howie. I contact the person in charge of events for the condo association. Chapter 4, Pool Rules. All parties of 6 or more must obtain permission to use facilities. Then I plan the menu. Hamburgers with lots of toppings to choose from, inspired by all-you-can-eat buffets. Yummy. I even buy American sliced cheese in plastic wrap because Carolyn and Rachel like cheeseburgers. My uncle, Fatola, tried that kind of cheese once and said it tastes like plastic even after you take the plastic wrap off. But he ate it anyway. My uncle often says something's disgusting, but next thing you know, he's eating the whole thing. We also get ketchup, mustard, pickles, and lemonade powdered from El Rancho Market. I want a homemade, moist, and delicious deluxe classic yellow cake mixed with easy to spread rich and creamy chocolate frosting like in the commercials. I tell my mom, and I will translate the directions for her on the box. I don't have the right kind of pan, she says. I'll get one from Carolyn's mom after. No, she says, shaking her head firmly. I can tell by the look in her eyes that there's no point in arguing further. She also wants to make kebabs. This is where I draw the line. I insist on a kebab and rice free party. The last time we grilled lamb kebabs at the pool, all neighborhood cats came begging. Smart cats, she said. It's my party, I remind her. My parents end up getting a pre-made chocolate cake from the bakery section. It has a rainbow on it and the word congratulations. This is not a birthday cake, I say when they show up to me. Of course it is, my father insists. It means congratulations on your birthday. Where is the on your birthday part? Not enough room, he explains. Despite the weird cake and my mother's chronic bad mood, I know the party will be a total blast. My friends all arrive on time and we immediately jump in the pool. After 7 rounds of Marco Polo, I announce the balloon fight. I hand out 2 balloons to each person. My dad and I filled them with water that morning. Ready, set, throw, I yelled. There's lots of squealing and ducking. None of the balloons burst. We pick them up quickly and throw them again. They remain intact. What kind of balloons are these? Howie asked, examining hers closely. They're really thick, says Chris, stretching one out. I guess I bought the wrong kind, I admit sheepishly. Who cares, says Carolyn. Let's keep throwing them at each other. After another few rounds of pelting each other with unbreakable balloons, we sit down to eat. My parents have set out the food on the picnic tables by the grill. They're both smiling as they watch us put toppings on the hamburgers. I really don't want them to sit and eat with us and say embarrassing things. Thankfully, there is no room. They eat by themselves on the other side of the pool. Every time I look, they're peering over towards us. That's okay. After dinner, they bring out the cake. My friends take one look at it and start singing, "Congratulations to you," instead of "Happy birthday to you." We all laugh. I have to admit, I have pretty funny friends. I'm so lucky. Open the gifts now, they insist as soon as we finish eating the cake. I look at the huge pile and take one with the fanciest ribbon. It's from Carolyn. I carefully remove the paper and ribbon and set them aside to be used again later because my parents are watching and I don't want them to say something and embarrass me. It's a pom-pom belt. Howie gives me a banana-flavored Bone Bell lip smacker, the big one that comes on a rope that you can wear as a necklace. We pass it around so everyone can smell it. Then I hang it up around my neck. It's the coolest thing. Chris and Colleen gave me a huge paint by number set of a mountain scene with a waterfall. I know exactly where in my room I will hang it after I finish it. Rachel gives me a clue game, which I always play at her house. Thank you, everyone. You guys are the best. I hug each one of them. We decide to jump back in the pool. I take my banana-flavored Bone Bell lip smacker off first, of course. After the party, I ask my parents if I'm getting the gift that I asked for. One season at Camp White's Landing, the Girl Scout camp on Catalina Island. It sounds dangerous, my mom insists. She's been watching the news too much, and she's convinced that there's kidnappers and murderers hiding behind every tree in America. Oh no. It's not dangerous, my man. It's Girl Scouts. Please, I beg. Carolyn and Rachel and I have already decided to share a tent, and if I don't go, they will be stuck with some random stranger. I promise that I'll be extra careful. I will never go anywhere alone or in the dark, even if I have to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I will wake up Carolyn or Rachel, or maybe both, to go with me. That's a lie, but I have to say it. My mother is so unreasonable. Will there be any horseback riding? My dad asks. No, that's good, because horses can kick you in the head and leave you blind, just like that, he says, snapping his fingers to show the speed of the tragedy. Just ask my friend Mahdi, who wishes he had stayed home that fateful day instead of trying to pet a horse. Can I please go? I beg again. They look at each other and then back at me. Okay, they say together. Yay! I jump up and clap for joy around the living room. You're getting the carpet wet, my mom points out. So, Zomorod had a lovely 12th birthday with her new friends, and now she gets to go to a camp. She got her gift. Next chapter. 26 miles across the sea. Carolyn, Rachel, and I, along with 24 other campers, are standing on the upper deck of a huge boat in Long Beach Harbor, waving goodbye to our parents. We're surrounded by tourists, taking too many pictures. It's my first time on a boat. It's my first time away from my parents. It's my first time going to summer camp. I'll be there for 2 weeks. And I'm not scared, not even a little. In fact, I have never been so excited in my entire life. I can't wait to get there, Rachel declares. Did you guys have to make a million promises to your parents about things you don't do at camp? I asked them. I had to promise to have a good time, said Carolyn. That's it? What kind of promise is that? Isn't the point of going to camp to do stuff? Asked Rachel. Yeah, I say, taking the cap off my Bone Bell banana flavored lip smacker, which is conveniently hanging around my neck. I apply another coat. I love the stuff. I'm wearing the floppy hat my mom gave me. The extra wide rim goes all the way around, practically touching my shoulders. I look like a stumpy mushroom, but my mom doesn't want my face to get sunburned. She makes me promise to wear it the whole time. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to break that promise. As soon as the ferry leaves the dock and we can't see our parents anymore, we decide to check out the lower deck. The boat moves with the waves and we hold on to the railings tightly as we go downstairs. There's a snack shop, tables full of people, and lots of outdoorsy types with their huge backpacks. The smell of greasy food fills the room. You better hurry up, little mushroom, says Carolyn, before someone decides to make you a side dish. We all start laughing and cannot stop. I can barely see beyond the front rim of this ridiculous hat. I notice that a bunch of tourists with their dorky clothes and cameras around their necks are staring at us. We don't care. We're not tourists. We live in Newport Beach. As they continue to stare, I apply another layer of Bone Bell banana flavored lip smacker. Let's go back to the upper deck, Carolyn suggests. The wind in the stairwell almost blows us over as we climb. It's a good thing my hat's tight elastic band is so secure on my head. As soon as we get to the top, Rachel points to the water. Look, can you believe what I'm seeing? Dolphins. And not the ones that jump through hoops at SeaWorld, but dolphins in the wild. I swear to God, I say, this is the best day of my life. For sure, says Rachel. Plus, we're going to have so much fun at camp. Look over there, interrupts Carolyn. Flying fish. Whoa, I blurt. Before she can answer, I see them with my own eyes. fish that jump out of the water, fins spread like wings, gliding in the air. Flying fish, fish that actually fly. I can't believe this. I wish I had a camera, I say. I keep staring at the water, wondering what other magical creatures are in it. The hour-and-a-half boat ride goes by too quickly, and next thing I know, we are in Avalon on Catalina Island. We gather our bags and get off the boat. Howie has loaned me her sleeping bag, which actually fits in my duffel. I'm so glad I don't have to wrestle with a giant black garbage bag down the stairs. I immediately spot two tan counselors wearing camp t-shirts, cut-off shorts, and puka shell necklaces. They're standing on the dock carrying a big sign that reads, "Welcome to Camp White's Landing." The counselors consult their list, check off all the names, and then tell us that we will be taking a bus to the camp. 10 minutes later, we're leaving touristy Avalon for the part of the island that only locals see. Oh my God, it's the Fantasy Island, Rachel exclaims. I love that show, I say. As the bus continues its drive through the unspoiled parts of Catalina, we finally stop talking and just stare out the windows. I never knew there were so many shades of green. There are birds everywhere and I don't know where to look. At the campsite, we are all greeted by the rest of the counselors. They're all current or former Girl Scouts who are in high school or in college, except for the two CITs, counselors in training, who are only a year older than us. They all have camp names like Cricket, Blue, Rocket, and they tell us that we each have to pick a name too. Then we gather in the huge circle in front of the math hall, and they teach us this camp song. Camp White's Landing, oh how I dream of thee. Camp White's Landing, so much you've taught me. Camp White's Landing, how I love the blue sea. Camp White's Landing, forever love thee. The tents are already set up. All we have to do is pick one. But before the counselors let us go, they warn us that Catalina Island is full of feral pigs and bison, and we are not to leave any food or even toothpaste in our tents because the scent will attract them. Carolyn and Rachel and I look at each other, mouths open. I'm so glad my parents did not know about this. We finally go to the tents to set up our stuff and choose camp names. We should be a famous threesome, I suggest. How about Hoy, Dewey, and Louie, Donald Duck's nephews? Carolyn cracks up and Rachel joins in. Once they stop laughing, Rachel says, oh my God, no. Fine, I said. You guys pick something. How about Nina, Pinta, and Santa Maria? Carolyn suggests. Columbus ships, says Rachel. No, it makes no sense since we took a boat to get here, Carolyn argues. Yeah, but it didn't the Santa Maria sink, asks Rachel. Like, I want to be named after a sinking ship. We ponder that for a few seconds, then Rachel says, I know. How about Earth, Wind, and Fire? She starts to sing Boogie Wonderland and dance around the tent. No one's gonna want to be wind, Carolyn says, giggling. We realize we can't agree on a famous threesome, so we give up on that idea. Carolyn ends up calling herself Summers, like Jamie Summers and the Bionic Women. Rachel chooses Cleo, short for Cleopatra, and I become Lentil in the honor of my favorite bean. Lentil bean. Every day is filled with crafts, games, sports. For my three main activities, I pick sailing, snorkeling, and canoeing. My counselor, Rainey, proclaims that I'm a natural. She doesn't believe me when I mention I've never sailed, canoed, or snorkeled before. But you live in Newport Beach, she says. I just moved there last summer, I tell her. I'm originally from Iran. Really? You mean the country with the bearded guy? What's his name? Kamonani? Why did you move here, she asked. My dad is a petroleum engineer and he's helping an American company build an oil refinery, I explained. That's cool, Rainey says. Hey, I heard on the news that they beat up women in Iran if they're not wearing the right kind of clothes. Is that true? I'm so embarrassed that this is what everyone seems to know about my country now. Yes, that's true, unfortunately, but it wasn't like that when I lived there. I feel it's important for her to know this. I hope you never go back, she proclaims. You seem so American. I don't know what to say. Here I am, spending the summer in my bathing suit and shorts, while some poor girl in Iran, maybe even one of my friends or relatives, is getting punished for showing a strand of her hair. I like it there. I like it here. All I come up with. You should try to be a counselor in training next summer, Rainey suggests. You get to spend 8 weeks at camp. You don't get paid, but then you can be a counselor when you're in high school. Then you'll get paid. I would love that. I could hardly believe such a wonderful job exists. All right, we're going to stop it there. Next time, tomorrow, we'll learn about more of Zomorod's camp adventures. But till then, toodles, my friends. Have a great afternoon. Thanks for watching.